All right, Mr.Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? Before I make this video, I want it to be known that I'm not looking to slight Damian Lillard by any means. I actually really enjoy watching Damian Lillard play the game of basketball. You know what? And to take it a step further, and I don't say this about a lot of athletes, I've yet to meet Damian Lillard, but I have met a few top point guards in the NBA over my life in my media capacity. Should I name names? Okay, I've interviewed Ben Simmons before. I've interviewed John Wall before. No disrespect, I wouldn't want to kick it with them outside of doing my job. No disrespect to those guys, but Damian Lillard is one of the few guys that I look at as somebody I actually like to kick it with. Damian, he seems like a cool, chill dude, not trying to be the spotlight of attention. He ain't gonna be dug in the middle of the club. No disrespect to that guy, John Wall, and he also ain't gonna be too cool for school like a Ben Simmons and act like he can't socialize with anyone. No disrespect. I'm just telling y'all my preference. All right, Dame just seems to be the cool dude that he'll talk to you if you're around here. You're like, that's my vibe that I'm on. I want to have a good time, but I don't also want to do too much. So I love Damian Lillard, and even on the basketball court, I love his game. He is balancing to me being that Russell Westbrook with that passion and that love and that loyalty for the game of basketball, but his game more caters to the Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry style. He can still shoot that three ball. That's the one thing that I don't love about Russell Westbrook's game. In 2019, you need to be able to shoot that three ball, unlike Russ and D Rose, whose games were catered more to getting to the rim when they came out of high school and into college and now the professionals, right? I love Dame's game. I would like to say this about Damian Lillard, though. And as I watch him in the playoffs, he's averaging 30 right now through 3 games thus far in the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. And his Portland Trailblazers play tonight, ironically, against the Oklahoma City Thunder. I wouldn't be surprised if the Portland Trailblazers win tonight. Dame has been phenomenal. CJ McCollum has been awesome as well. But he's doing one thing wrong, and it upsets me. And I bet all the money in the world it upsets a guy like LeBron James, right? LeBron James has been pro player make the best business choice for them, put pressure on these owners, right? Like all the expectations on the player. When things go wrong, we blame the player. We don't talk about the owner, we blame the player. He can't get out of the first round. He can't make it to the game. All that goes to the player. All that scrutiny, and yes, they're very rich, but still pressure and responsibility goes on the player. I don't believe Damian Lillard puts enough pressure on the Portland Trailblazers ownership. Now, God rest the dead, they just lost their owner recently. But just overall, even before this, I think Damian Lillard, I think he's cutting himself short by taking away his rights, right? Like he keeps cutting himself short contractually. There's a report out there, and it's been out there for months, and I think I talked about it a couple months ago, that Damian Lillard plans to re-sign with the Portland Trailblazers this summer. If Damian Lillard makes All-NBA, and it is expected that Damian Lillard will once again be on an All-NBA team for the Portland Trailblazers, he's eligible for a 4-year, $194 million extension. He technically still got 2 years left on his deal, around $60 million. It wasn't too long ago where he signed an extension, but he can re-up for 4 more years. And that would keep him in Portland through the year 2024, 2025, right? So he could end up in Portland for a long time. Go get your money. I'm not mad at that. But if Dame, he's of this yoke, by the way, the LeBrons and Kevin Durant's, Dame's probably not as good as them, but he's right in that next tier. And he doesn't get injured, unlike a Steph Curry. I understand why Steph Curry went and took max dollar from the Golden State Warriors. Number one, he was on such a bad contract before because of his ankle injuries. And number two, Steph Curry's body is like up and down, right? Now, a guy like Damian Lillard, he hasn't had major injuries thus far, knock on wood, in his professional career. Why not bank on yourself like LeBron and KD have done? Signing 1-year deals or the 2-year deal with the opt-out after the first year, right? These type of deals make sense. Why would you go add 4 years on to your contract that already is going to keep you there for 2 additional years? You're going to be stuck in Portland for the next 6 years for good or for bad. And in theory, that's cool to say. I'm the loyal dude, right? Like, I I don't want to go chase championships. I did it right here in Portland. That's great to stay. If you love Oregon, look, stay there. But you don't got to sign a 4-year deal to do it. You don't have to essentially be under contract for 6 years if he agrees to sign an extension this summer. You don't have to do that to prove your loyalty. When the contract's up, in 2 years, when your contract's up, sign a 1-year, 2-year deal. Put pressure on Portland to go out and go get you help. If I'm Portland, right? If I'm Portland and Dame's already locked up for 4 more years, add that to the 2 years that he's already on this deal, I got Dame for 6 years. Why in the hell am I going to go spend $150, $200 million more on another top tier talent? Damian Lillard loves the game enough, and especially if he got CJ McCollum alongside him, them dudes love the game so much that bare minimum they're gonna be a 5 seed in the West. Worst case scenario. This year they were a 3 seed. Last year they were a 3 seed. You know he just loves the game too much to ever go out there and shortchange himself. That bothers me. He's loyal to a fault. I love that about a person, but I also understand business. And I know it's not the best business choice. Again, that's not my decision, but it's my job to analyze this game, especially the free agent side to it. And I'm looking at Dame Lillard like, yo, if you go look at some of the NBA caps that's going to come up, you'll get your money and more, because that max extension is going to only go higher and higher, because the NBA is making more and more money with the TV deals and everything. Those deals go up year by year. You could make more money if you opt to do 1-year, 2-year deals. Again, I'm not mad at anybody that decides to go the long-term route like a Steph Curry. Kyrie Irving, if he decides this summer to go sign a 5-year deal with Boston or a 4-year deal with whatever, with a new team with the Knicks or whoever, I get it. A lot of injuries on that body. The knees ain't the best. I get it. Damian Lillard look like he's in phenomenal shape. He loves this game. He take care of his body. Like, yo, you should be the guy to bank on yourself. Play your contract out. Put some pressure on Portland. That don't mean you gotta leave, but let Portland know, if you don't give me enough help, I will leave. I thank you guys so much for your time, love, support, and watching this video all the way through. I do not take that love and support for granted. That means the world to me. Thank you so much. Is Damian Lillard too loyal to the Portland Trailblazers? Please answer that question in my comment box below. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now,
Mr.Taliaferro.
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 Shout out to Mr.Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr.Taliaferro TV.
Mr.Taliaferro TV. Here with the Triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.